I wanted to make this post uh, to reflect on a post that I posted on Facebook. I live my spiritual, or not even going to say the word spiritual, I want to speak of physical. I live my physical representation of my spiritual being. I express when things are right, and I express when things are wrong. I even choose sometimes to not speak on certain things. We're at a pivoting point in our human evolution. We're doing what we call in the spiritual community shadow work. See, certain things in our reality we've suppressed deep inside of ourselves, and we silence those things. One of the biggest factors that we deal with in America is racism. It's one of the things that we've pushed down into our subconscious minds to the point that it's overflowing. And some people who didn't experience the racism in the country, they're oblivious to it. But I want to say this topic, and this is for African Americans. I want to make sure we fully understand what my degree of where I'm coming from. If you open your mouth and speak against evils that are done to people that look like you, then you dang sure need to make sure you open your mouth when you see evils are done to other people. Now, I want to tell everybody, and I really don't tell people my stories. Sometimes people are like, where did you get the film from? Like, dude, I've been had this. This is my truth. My gang stalking started in Dallas, Texas, because I stood up for someone that was not my color. See, when I started working at that company in Dallas, out of 800 employees, there were only 10 white people that worked there in the beginning. It was during Gatorade season. They hired a lot of, I'm assuming, minorities. And the supervisor was black. The lead man were Hispanic. The other lead man were black. And a young white man jumped in a truck and he wrecked himself. And of course, you know, that raises your EMR for your businesses. It makes your insurance go up. And all of the black guys got together at that company and they bullied up on the young white man. And they told him, don't say nothing, man. You got to be tough. You know, you got to be tough. All of that ignorance, right? All of the ignorance. And they told him not to speak up for himself and just to keep driving. Well, that next day, they sent that same young white man in the truck with me. They told him to run the route with me so it could help him out, you know, instead of sending him to the doctor. The guy's truck was pummeled until he could have died in that vehicle. And as I'm sitting there, I have a choice. I have a choice just like those that are not experiencing racism in this country have a choice. I had a choice to be silent, say, hey, it's not my fight. I'd rather not push, you know, the situation that's going on. I'd rather not call out what I really seeing. See, but I heard those black boys say, man, you know, we got to get them white boys back. Yeah, I heard that with my ear. And I could have been silent, just like you right now that are watching this have the opportunity to be silent. Yeah, you're going to take some flack. Yeah, they're going to dig their heels into you. Yeah. And what I chose to do was to tell the young man, regardless of his ethnicity. See, it was easy for me to stand back and kick Bobo with the black boys. Yeah, get them white boys back. You hear how ignorant that sounds? Do you hear how stupid, how barbaric and animalistic that sounds? And I stood up for him, and he went and got his workers' compensation, and he got his surgery, found out he had something wrong with the disc in his neck. And because of that, they excluded me from their group. I was no longer in the in group. I was called a coon. I was called a, man, what's wrong with you Uncle Tom? But I stand for love and peace, and I'll die for it. I want you to all understand this, because I always used to say to myself, what gains this earth if you swap roles and now people of color are the oppressors, or this one group are the oppressors, or this rich class are the oppressors? The objective to my comment that I posted was to tell people that you must stand in the face, whether it's hot, whether it seems hard, whether people are going to curse you, whether they're not going to hire you, whether they're going to fire you. You have to stand for love. Sometimes you have to fight for it. Sometimes you have to die for it. Freedom is not free. And in this reality, we have all a choice. You choose to be silent. You choose to sit back until it occurs to you. And this goes on all aspects. Forget ethnicity and groups. You have to start speaking truth. And this is also for African Americans. You have to also speak up when you keep seeing deaths by your own hands. Go uproar. Go do the same things you're doing then. But I have to say this to the people that are not of the minority group. How dare you have the audacity to speak about people who are fed up and tired when you were silent when they killed those people in those churches? You were silent when all of these other things occurred. You were silent at your job when you knew that person of color should have got that promotion, but you got it, or one of your white friends got it. It's not really about color. I know that's the way we're perceiving it, but it's about good and evil. Which side do you choose to stand on? Many are called, but few chose. And when you choose to stand on the side of good, it seems sometimes as if you're going to lose. But I am a living testament that you will win in the end. And everything that we plant into the soil, we reap that harvest for ourselves and for our children. I love everyone. I even love those that are hateful on Facebook right now. Seeing some people post about white people this, and I disagree with their comments. I'm hearing people say you niggers, you this and this for the black people, and I disagree with theirs because I'm not looking at it from the perspective of color. I'm looking at it from the perspective of the what the actions of those people are. And I'm not going to sit down for no one, whether you say you're my friend, whether you say you're my ally. I refuse to sit here and be silent, man. Because this is a tale of two countries. One that chooses to hold on to wickedness. One chooses to change in love. I am a part of that change in love. Like I said in my post, on my video, change doesn't just occur. It has to be implemented. You have to be a part of that change that you are looking for. Love and light to all those that choose to stay on the side of love. Love and light, and be the shining light. Shine that light on the darkness of those that choose to live in sin and evilness. Because I have children and I refuse for them to continue to have to experience the same stuff that's going on in America today. We're bigger than this, humanity. We're better than this. Show your humanity. Show the Creator that we are worthy of change.